Asset-based approach to supporting English learners. Hello, everyone. My name is Valerie Boyd, and I am an early childhood paraeducator. Today, I will discuss the importance of using an asset-based approach when supporting English learners, creating culturally responsive classrooms, and building strong partnerships between schools, families, and communities. Culturally responsive teaching. Culture plays an important role in teaching and learning because every student enters the classroom with unique experiences, values, traditions, and languages that influence how they communicate and understand new information. As educators, we should recognize these cultural and linguistic differences as strengths rather than weaknesses. An asset-based approach allows teachers to focus on what English learners bring to the classroom instead of focusing on what they may not yet know or be able to do. Source: Echeverria and Graves, 2024. Cultural competence means that educators understand, respect, and respond appropriately to students' cultural backgrounds. For English learners, cultural competence is important because it helps teachers create meaningful instruction that connects with students' experiences. Teachers can integrate students' cultural values and beliefs by including diverse books, classroom activities, family traditions, and opportunities for students to share their backgrounds. When students see their cultures represented, they feel valued and develop a stronger sense of belonging. The role of culture in student learning is significant because children learn through relationships and experiences that connect to their lives. A classroom environment that respects students' cultures and language just supports language development and academic success. Creating an inclusive environment requires teachers to provide visuals, hands on activities, Coop- cooper- cooperative learning, opportunities, and a welcoming classroom where students feel comfortable taking risks with a new language. Echeverria and Graves, 2024. One strategy I would use to support and celebrate cultural diversity and inviting families to participate in classroom activities. Families can share read alouds, traditional foods, music, clothing, and cultural traditions. At my school, we have an annual event called Taste of Maury, where families come together to share their cultures through food, clothing, and tradition. Events like this allow students and families to learn from one another and celebrate the diversity within our school community. Another important strategy is supporting students' home languages. A student's first language is an asset that helps build connections to new learning. Teachers can encourage families to continue using their home language, provide multilingual resources, and allow students to use their home language as they develop English skills. Maintaining a student's home language supports identity development and strengthens learning. National Association for the Education of Young Children, 2020. Supporting the needs of English learners in the classroom. English learners come into classroom with different strengths, needs, identities, and experiences. Some students may also have disabilities or receive special education services, which requires teachers to provide individualized support. Educators should use differentiated instruction strategies that allow every student to participate and succeed. Some effective strategies include using visuals, modeling, gestures, sentence starters, small group instruction, and hands on activities. These strategies support language development while allowing students to demonstrate their understanding in different ways. Teachers should recognize that being an English learner does not mean a student lacks ability. Instead, students bring valuable knowledge and experiences that can strengthen classroom learning. Echeverria and Graves, 2024. Social emotional support is also essential for English learners. Moving to a new country, learning a new language, and adjusting to a new school can create feelings of stress, frustration, or uncertainty. As teachers, we must show patience, compassion, and understanding. I always try to put myself in the student's position and consider how I would feel if I had to enter a new environment where I did not understand the language or expectations. Classroom routines and procedures are especially important because they provide students with structure and security. Predictable routines, visual schedules, classroom expectations, and positive relationships help English learners feel safe and confident. When students feel emotionally supported, they are more prepared to engage in learning. Home and school connection. Families are a child's first teachers, and every family brings valuable knowledge, experiences, traditions, and skills that support learning. These family strengths are often referred to as funds of knowledge. Teachers can use this knowledge to create stronger connections between home and school. Building strong partnerships with families requires communication, respect, and trust. Schools can support families by providing translated information, interpreters, flexible meeting times, and multiple ways to communicate, such as phone calls, text messages, and family communication apps. These practices help ensure that language differences do not prevent families from being involved. Family engagement should also focus on recognizing and celebrating home languages and cultures. Teachers can invite families to share stories, traditions, and experiences with the classroom. When families feel respected and included, they are more likely to develop positive relationships with the school community. NACE 2020. Community partnerships can also support English learners by connecting families with additional resources, such as language services, educational programs, and community organizations. When schools, families, and communities work together, students receive stronger support academically, socially, and emotionally. In conclusion, an asset-based approach allows educators to see English learners for their strengths, abilities, cultures, and experiences. Every student brings something valuable into the classroom. As educators, our responsibility is to create an environment where all students feel respected, included, and capable of success. By celebrating cultural diversity, supporting home languages, and building meaningful partnerships with families, we can help English learners reach their full potential and create classrooms where every child feels they belong. Thank you for listening.